Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, episode 76 of the MJ38 Show podcast. MJ38 Productions, Matthew, Justin, here for you all day, a day. Actually, not all day, every day. We're here for you all day, every day, but on Mondays specifically.
Hit my line.
That's when we're dropping.
Who's calling my phone?
You got questions? You got questions, comments? Send them our way. Hit them in a DM. Hit us in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend. Subscribe, motherfucker.
Subscribe, motherfucker.
Subscribe, motherfucker. I'm gonna pop up the what you call it, the meme, the origination of that meme. It's from Dexter.
Lieutenant Dokes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's from Dexter. If y'all don't know,
yeah.
there's so many memes out there that people don't even know where they're from. Or like, I know that the one of the popular ones, like the Leonardo meme, where he's like pointing at the TV.
Yeah,
it's from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah,
I've only seen a little bit of that movie, but I know like that's where the meme comes from.
It's a good movie. It's just a slow burn.
Really?
Yeah.
It's got Brad Pitt too, right?
Yeah.
Tarantino direction.
Yeah. I think it's like weird. I think it's like a slow burn, and then the second half of the movie's like blows up.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's a movie about movies.
Yeah.
It's a meta movie.
Yeah. Sounds like something Tarantino would love to sink his teeth into.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So subscribe, y'all. Always.
We'll bullshit more.
Yeah.
Click.
This one little click. It means a lot. It means a lot. It goes a long way.
I didn't subscribe till episode 73. So I get it.
We got a little bit of grace.
Ain't no shade.
Yeah.
But you could correct it now.
Yeah. And we got the music popping too. The MJ38. So there's MJ38 Productions. That's where all the podcast content's at. And then MJ38, just the regular, all the music content. We got shorts dropping on there, music videos on there, all the above. All that shit. Keep up with us. Keep up with us. Stay in touch. Stay connected.
Keep on with me. Keep on. Yeah.
Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Childish Gambino. Freaking love that guy, bro.
Amazing.
I saw a video of him. It was just like an interview. I forget who it was like Vanity Fair or something. I don't know. It was on YouTube though. But they were interviewing Donald Glover and talking about like, I think there's a Community movie coming out.
I've heard about this.
Right? Okay, yeah. I think there's a Community movie. Yeah, for those who don't know, Community is a show that Donald Glover was on. It's like about a community college. It's freaking hilarious. It's a great show. But I guess they have a movie coming out. And they were asking him about that. And they was like, how do you feel like going back to the Community cast? Or like, what's something you're looking forward to? Or like something you wish you did different whenever you were recording the show initially? He's like, there's nothing I really would want to do differently per se. I'm really excited to get back with those group of people and like with the fellow actors and the directors and the cast and whatever. It was just like such a fun time. And like that would be so fun to be on a show like that, or to be on The Office, like to be Dwight Schrute, or to be what's his name? His name's like Rainn Wilson, I think. Yeah, the actor. But that'd be such a fucking awesome job to just make people laugh. And like I'm sure it's really hard to actually get through the day because I'm sure the camera crew and everyone's laughing whenever you're doing like a funny scene.
Yeah,
but I can only imagine that'd be so fun.
There's also like I have this urge to shoot shots in basketball that like I don't think my team's expecting. Okay. But I think they're going to go in.
Pulling up.
Yeah. And I would feel the same urge as an actor to like ad-lib lines that aren't written for me.
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't want to like piss people off, but someone would probably be funny, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said in the interview that he was talking about that specifically, about being in a community and kind of how loose it was, how fun it was, the free flow. I'm sure a lot of their stuff was ad-libbed as well, was kind of what he was alluding to. But he was saying that there was one moment that was really funny, particularly where he was... I forget what the scene was exactly, or like what part of the episode that it was in, because I've seen all of it. I've seen all of Community. I'm not even sure where you could watch it nowadays. Is it on Hulu? Amazon Prime, maybe?
I think it used to be on Netflix when I watched it.
Yeah, it was definitely on. I want to say it was on Hulu back in the day or something. Either way, though, if you've never seen it, it's definitely worth a watch. Super funny sitcom. They have some great episodes. The Dungeons and Dragons one's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that one's really
good. The paintball episodes are really funny.
Yeah, totally.
It's just a great show. But he was saying that there was one scene in the show that they were shooting and he was ad-libbing and he was like the setting was he was in a bar talking to a chick and the girl was like, why don't you buy me a drink? And he's like, the only thing that can come to my mind ad-libbing was because I'm homeless.
It's so funny. It's hard for me to laugh right now. It's hilarious. It's because if you're talking to a girl at a bar, you're ad-libbing anyways.
Yeah, right.
That's a really funny response.
Yeah, he's like, and we could have tried to shoot it again, but I don't think I was going to hit another funny joke like that. Like that was just so spur of the moment.
Like when it's his 21st birthday, or like he turns 20.
Probably that's probably what it was. Yeah, when he turns 21.
That's the only one I can remember them in a bar.
Yeah,
I think it's like he thinks he's turning 20.
Yes.
And then they're like, no, you're turning 21. And he's like, no, I'm not. They're like, yeah, look. He's like, my life's been a lie. Like something like that.
It's like, no, because everyone repeats the 5th grade. Because the 5th grade's really hard.
Yeah, that's right. So funny.
Like, no, you're turning 21, bro. He's like, oh, shit. We're going to the club or we're going to the bar.
Yeah, they take him out. He's like, I'll have a 7 and 7. And they're like, oh, dude, no, that can't be your first drink. And he's like, that's the only drink I know. And then I think that's it. That ends up being his first drink.
Love that guy, though, man.
Yeah, it's
freaking hilarious.
Awesome. I love my favorite show right now is Paperboy. Wait.
That's the actor.
The actor from Atlanta, which was Donald Glover, left Community to make his own show. I think it came out.
I think that's
back to back.
I'm pretty sure that's the timeline.
Yeah, and then I think he went on tour and then came back from tour and then made his own show. And then that show was called Atlanta, and I think it won an Emmy, at least one. And then he was like kind of ascended, like, oh, he's not just like a funny guy who can play a good role. It's like he can create a show. It's like, this guy's crazy. And then he was like a main actor, but the other main actor was his cousin in the show, and that guy was a rapper named Paperboy. And then that actor, I really, really, really like. Like, I'm just going to go back and watch Atlanta because I didn't watch it all the way, for that actor, more or less. And then he stars in the show called Dope Thief that's on Apple TV. It's like these guys act like they're DEA agents, and then they like rob like trap houses, and then they like bust in like they're busting them, and they like handcuff them, and then they like take the money and take their stash, and then they dip, and then like that's their hustle. I'm not like, that's like in the first 10 minutes. I'm not really like spoiling anything.
Yeah, it's the premise of the show.
Yeah, but then they like rip off the wrong people, and then those wrong people are like involved with the cartel. But then there's also like undercover cops that were like doing shady stuff, not just police work. So like they can't really get their cover blown because they were doing stuff that they can't explain. But then the cartel is also coming like for them. But then the cartel was like using the biker gangs to like distribute. So it's like the supplier and the distributor and the undercover cops and the shady cops are all like a hornet's nest coming for the main guy. And he's like a regular dude. So he's like, it's funny watching him be like a regular guy that just accidentally like fucked up. And now he's like trying to navigate those waters. But also his dad was like a drug user, drug dealer who like taught him a lot of shitty lessons and like accidentally got him like addicted to drugs. And then he had to go to AA and get off of drugs. So he's got this like complicated storyline with his life. It's like playing out at the same time. And there's also some stuff being told in reverse order. It's like, it's a mind fuck. It's a great show. But the actor's acting is what makes it so good. Like he is gripping. Really, really good actor.
Nice.
Yeah, I fuck with him super heavy.
Yeah, I know you've definitely been giving that show some high praise over the last couple of weeks.
So good, bro. Like, because it's just like my engagement level. When I'm watching the show, I'm like fucking like there's
locked in.
Other shows I like, but I'm not like so like, oh, hold on, pause. Hold on. What? Let me read this text message. All right, cool. Oh, fuck that. Play.
Yeah, I'm back in it.
Yeah, it's so good, bro.
Yeah, dude. I definitely. It's one season in right now.
It's only like 5 or 6 episodes into the first season. And they come out every Friday.
Okay.
So it'd probably be better to wait for it. But it trips me out because I just think that like that guy and Donald Glover working together like synchronistically, randomly. I don't know if they knew each other, but like them being on Atlanta together makes a lot of sense to me now because I think that actor is like phenomenal. And then I'm like, Donald Glover's phenomenal, and they just like cross paths in life organically, I guess. But it seems like they were destined for greatness.
Nice.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch it.
He's the guy from Bullet Train. There's these homies. There's like a black and a white guy, and they're like Tangerine and Clementine.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I think those are their code names for each other. And it's like Bullet Train is about like 5 or 6 different assassins having like an Arrested Development like interloping of exchanges, all for like one plot line that's overarching everything. But he's like one of the best parts in that movie too. The brotherhood between Clementine and Tangerine.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of that movie. I remember hearing one because I remember that movie got recommended to me from a friend, and then I think one fun fact that they tagged along with that recommendation was that it's partially cool. Like, it's a good movie in and of itself, good storyline, whatever. I think Brad Pitt's in it. Yeah, a couple other actors. I think Bad Bunny makes a cameo in it, or he's like a character as well. Yeah. He's the wolf or whatever.
Yeah, he plays a part for sure.
And then there's like the whole duration of the movie, or it's called Bullet Train, and it's on, I guess it takes place on a train that's coming from Tokyo to somewhere else. I forget the destination, or like the to and from the A to B. But however long that actual train takes is like the actual like duration of the movie. It's like
that's really cool.
You know
actually,
what I'm saying?
That's badass.
Cool little Easter egg in there.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's hot.
It's hot.
That's hot.
It's deeper than deep.
Yeah, that's
deeper
really cool.
Than the
actually,
surface. Yeah. So I
it's
guess
like 24.
What?
like the show 24, Jack Bauer.
Uh-huh.
It was like that show was like each episode was 1 hour of a day, and then like the whole season was like a 24-hour, like one day.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So like as you watched it, it was like 7 a.m. was episode 1, 8 a.m. was episode 2, 9 a.m. was episode 3.
Oh shit.
And it was just like a crazy fucking day.
Whoa.
Yeah, like I think that's cool as fuck. Like kind of makes me want to go back and watch it. I was like too young to.
Yeah.
My parents watched that.
Truly appreciate it.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I was just like, shoot that guy.
Get the bad guy.
Yeah, totally.
Get him.
But that was one of the reasons why that show is so highly revered, is because that's like a cool concept. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. That's badass.
Yeah.
And that's a nice little segue, because I was thinking about like the Easter egg kind of thing in there.
Wow.
The extra.
That was organic, bro.
Yeah, that was it. That was God given. But this is going to be kind of like our Easter episode. Happy Easter, y'all. This is going to be airing the day after Easter, so shout out to Easter. Shout out to Lent. Talked about that last episode.
Easter should probably be your favorite holiday.
It's a big one. It's definitely grown on me, like way more so over the last like 5 years, or probably about 5 years. Like whenever I was a kid, Easter was like, it's okay. You get an Easter basket, you hunt for eggs, you
Not
get candy.
Christmas.
It wasn't Christmas. It was a meh. It was a meh holiday.
I like half of the Easter candy.
Yeah, right. Like
Peeps? Are you kidding me?
get the fucking marshmallow fluff. It's not even marshmallow fluff. I don't even know what the hell that is.
Half of the chocolate bunnies are ass.
Yeah.
Hollow ones. Just milk chocolate. What, fucking half of Hershey's?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even like Hershey's.
Yeah, get some more chocolate in there. Or get some caramel drizzle or some shit, dog.
This is just a notification for anybody buying Easter candy. Go for the Reese's. Get the Reese's Bunny, Reese's
Dude,
Eggs.
the Reese's eggs. I don't know why, but they taste different. They taste better.
They're a different recipe.
They have to be. Are they?
Yeah.
Like that's been confirmed?
I've confirmed it in the past. I'll reconfirm it just so that we're sure, because I fuck with the eggs.
I remember thinking that as a kid. I was like, these Reese's eggs specifically go off. Like they're way better than the Reese's cups and the Reese's mini cups and like all the other regular Reese's candies. Like these Reese's eggs, for some reason, just hit different. I think they put that same recipe into the Reese's Christmas trees that came out.
And the hearts on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Yeah, those are smack, dude.
It might just be like proportions are different, maybe. The shape of it gives it different proportions whenever you take a bite.
Yes, Reese's eggs do taste different, and it's not just your imagination.
Let's go.
First of all, the eggs have more peanut butter and a thinner layer of chocolate, which makes the filling creamier, overall texture smoother. Cups have a thicker chocolate shell and slightly less filling by proportion. You were kind of saying proportion for sure.
Okay.
Shape and texture. The egg shape creates a more consistent bite with fewer edges. It's just like ethereal mouthfeel for you. Cups have the rigid edges, which
More rounded.
can feel crunchier, less polished, if you will.
Mm-hmm. It's a little more tannic.
There's a freshness factor. The Reese's eggs are seasonal, so they're often like made seasonal, whereas the cups are like mass produced.
Been on a shelf life for a little bit.
Yeah, totally. And then there's possible slight formula tweak. While Hershey, the company behind Reese's, doesn't officially confirm a different recipe, many food experts and fans agree that there's a subtle difference in taste, likely from either a creamier filling or a softer chocolate blend from the eggs. I don't know. I feel like at one point in time, somebody was like, yes, the recipe is different. And I was like, I knew it.
I knew it.
I fucking knew it.
Yeah.
Regardless, the funk, you can't fake the funk. That shit tastes different. It makes it feel different.
Tastes better.
Yeah.
I remember like thinking that as a kid, like versus like getting a Reese's cup for Halloween versus getting a Reese's Easter egg on Easter. It's like, this is way better. I don't know why this is better, but like, I just love eating this thing. So it was my favorite. The best Easter candy every time.
Oh, dude. And on
Every time.
Halloween, I'm like a stockbroker. Like, I'll give you 3 Hershey's for 1 Reese's. I'm trying to turn my whole fucking basket into all Reese's by
All
the
my
end. Yeah. But they're a high bargain. They're a high value commodity. People, you can't trade 1 for 1 very often.
Nah, yeah, unless you got some siblings.
Yeah,
and the suckers.
Yeah, like big Kit Kat fans.
Yeah.
I can make a 1 for 1 for a Kit Kat to the right guy. Right, lady?
Yeah, everyone's got different proportions. Let us know what y'all think. Y'all like the Reese's Easter eggs? I'm sure you do, because they're definitely better. Couldn't tell you why exactly. We kind of just listed some reasons off Chat-GPT.
Totally.
But they are definitely better.
Yeah.
They go off. But Easter's bomb.
So we can
love Easter nowadays.
get on the highway again.
now that I'm an older adult human and I have a little bit more experience, I definitely appreciate Easter a lot more. Especially now because we're more like religiously affiliated, going to church more often. Never really religious growing up. Never really went to church except for like Christmas Eve and Easter. That was pretty much it. That was it. And if that, like, once a year, twice a year at the most.
There's a lot of families like that.
Yeah, that's like super, super common. Easter's got to be I don't know. What do you think? Easter or Christmas Eve as the most popular church service in the world or in America, whatever.
I'd probably guess Christmas Eve.
Me too, and that's what I would lean towards.
But it's like if you're a Christian, it's like Easter's like the one.
It's the foundation of the holiday, or like
Yeah.
the foundation of the religion, rather.
Yeah. There's no way you're celebrating Easter as a Christian and you don't make an attempt to go to church.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe, but it's a good question. I'll Chat-GPT. I mean, this is basically the Chat-GPT podcast, but
Oh yeah, man. Let's
it's
go.
the future. Shout out Chat. If you hear Chat-GPT and you think
What's that?
that too,
You're way behind. I'm
way
sorry.
behind. There's some people that are like, oh god, okay, everybody thinks you can just use Chat-GPT and fucking learn everything. Now you can do this. You don't have to go to college because you know how to do that. You could be this position in a company because you know how to use Chat-GPT. It's like it is. We are constantly redefining what it takes to learn.
Mm-hmm.
So it used to be like college is just a gatekeeper's fucking pathway to like deserving something. It's like, no, you didn't go to the school. It's like, okay, well, like, let's say like managerial accounting is like one of the harder classes. No, financial accounting is one of the harder classes in the accounting business school. But if you have a teacher that just like lets you, some teachers are easier than other teachers.
Mm-hmm.
They have less difficult tests. Their lectures aren't so demanding. There's less homework. You could get like an easy teacher for one of the harder classes and then say, oh, I have this degree. And someone's like, well, you're really prepared for this. That's super arbitrary.
Yeah.
Like you could grind out on ChatGPT and like learn a lot. You really could.
Yeah.
But people don't like respect it as much. People think you're like shortcutting.
It's like the new Wikipedia. You know, it's like back in the day, you had to like go to the library and like fucking buy or find the encyclopedias and like learn like that, or go to a formal school. And then the internet came around, and then you can Google everything. And then with the internet, eventually, I'm not sure how much further after Google and the internet took off than when Wikipedia came about. But I remember being in high school, all the teachers were like writing Wikipedia off as not a reliable source. Like, don't use that, don't cite that in your papers. Like,
Yep.
So now it's like the same thing has been shifted over to ChatGPT. It's like not quite a reliable source, and sometimes they're right. You know, sometimes ChatGPT could be wrong, but I always like you got to double check it. You got to ask it to double check itself, and then double check it yourself. But bro, yeah, it's fucking. You can do anything on that shit now. You can learn so much on there, and you can create so much on there. And even if you don't use it exactly directly for what it gives you, you can use it for like an initial spark of inspiration to like get your own shit going. To get you like headline titles or like titles for your videos or video ideas.
If you ask it specifically to teach you how to do something, it can teach you how to do it. Like there's no cap there. You can learn how to do Adobe Premiere, or you could spend $1,800 for an 8-class lecture series over the course of 3 months. Or you can like ChatGPT will just tell you, dog. It's like AI is fucking crazy. It's not Google, because like Google searches for other people's written work. And then it's also weighted by a formula based on like popularity, ad revenue. Like it's going to show you who paid the most for their search.
Yeah.
ChatGPT is like a functional system that goes through all of that shit and like knows all of that shit and then like finds the most valuable, probably correct answer. So like, I guess it could still be wrong, but there's like a functionality that wiggles out a lot of the bullshit for you.
Yeah, it sifts through it for you.
But people, I think the olds hate on it.
The what?
The olds.
Oh, the olds.
Yeah, the not youngs.
Yeah.
Like it's just like if you're not using it, maybe you don't have to use it. But if you're discrediting it as like something that's a useful resource, like you are tripping, bro.
Tripping hard, brother.
AI is crazy, dog.
Yes, bro. I remember saying that like back in like whenever we went to do the initial sort of opening, doing all the handbooks and stuff, doing that crane training. Like I was telling the people like ChatGPT is how we're going to do this, y'all. ChatGPT is how we're going to find out about all these liquors and find out about these wines, and you can ask it anything for ingredients if you don't know what the hell this ingredient is. Google's doing that now. Like they have like a built-in Gemini is what it's called, right? The Google version of AI that kind of summarizes like all the search results to answer your question more directly. But it is now.
You're like math is done by hand, because how could you know a calculator's? You can't check a calculator. It's like you're tripping, dog. You should like waste a lot of time.
You fucking up.
Use the calculator.
You fucking up, dog. If you don't go along, you're gonna get left behind.
Anyways, biggest days of attendance.
Yeah, what it is.
Yeah, Easter crushes.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, let's go, Easter.
There's like a lot of, so at first initially it was saying like that there's like a broadcast from the Pope on Easter that's like the most watched service ever.
Okay, that makes sense.
But then I was like, I'm talking about in person
church service, attending church service.
Yeah, specifically Christian, but it doesn't matter that much. But it said definitely the biggest day of attendance in the Christian church is Easter.
That makes sense. That's very fitting. I'm glad that that's the answer. CBC's our church, shout out to CBC, and they were talking about shooting for like 50K. Shooting for 50K people coming from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of people.
The town I went to high school in had 2,000 people in its population.
Yeah.
It's like a fuck ton of people.
That's a lot of people, bro. 50K.
Yeah.
Going to church, that's what's up, dog. That's what it is, dog.
Yeah, it's cool. What, don't just go on Easter. I'm not trying to be like, you guys only show up on Easter. But I'm like, man, it's just so valuable, man. It's like,
oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
It's like my favorite part of the week every week. It wasn't always like that. It takes a little bit of like, I don't know, getting in there. You gotta want it too is the other thing.
What is that? You do gotta want it. I feel
like
the
gym.
It's like at the stovetop sometimes. It's like I can like turn it on to high heat, but it doesn't get to high heat right away. Like, it takes like time for it to get hot. And I think that's like one church service won't get you like hot. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But we've gone so many times now that like I walk in and I'm like
microwave spirit,
ready to cry, bro. Habits fast, dog.
Ready to rock, dog.
And I'm always like super like, like not really singing at the beginning. I feel like spiritually tight a little bit. Like my human is rigid to like opening itself up to this thing. And then like the right song hits, the right vibe hits. And it's just like, imagine just being at a concert. It's like your favorite song's on and you're just like in euphoria. Mm-hmm. So it's like that. And I don't even know these songs, bro. It's like crazy.
Yeah, absolutely, dog. So shout out Easter. Happy Easter, everybody. This is going to come out the day afterwards. So in the spirit of Easter, I got some Chat-GPT generated Easter trivia questions. Let's see which ones are even worth going over. All right, let me see. These are I asked it to generate 20 Easter-related trivia questions. It says, sure, here are 20 Easter-themed trivia questions that are great for parties, classrooms, church groups, or social media.
Wow. Yeah, you could have spent a lot of time thinking about those.
Trivia time. All right, number 1. What is the name of the Sunday before Easter?
This one's easy. Palm Sunday.
Palm Sunday is the correct answer. Bingo.
Totally. I went to church, so I went to 2 church services.
I was going to say Passover. What is that? What's Passover? That's another thing. I've seen that on my calendar. Is that like a Jewish tradition?
Yeah, I want to say it's a Jewish tradition.
Okay.
I think it marks and I could be wrong, but I think it marks the day when they put the blood on their doors, and then the spirit of death passed over the homes that put the blood on their doors when they slaughtered their fattest sheep, calf.
Okay, their sacrifice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I look it up because I don't want to lie to you folks about things in religion.
So, Palm Sunday, number 1. Boom. Oh, that sounds pretty easy. I guess there's this 2-part trivia here. Which disciple betrayed Jesus?
That's Judas. That's easy.
Yeah, that's Judas Iscariot. Yeah, Judas Iscariot. And then bonus question. What was his reward for doing so? What did he get? What was his what'd they bribe him with?
I think it was 300 coin.
30 pieces of silver.
30. I knew it was a 3, dog.
30 pieces of silver.
And I want to say silver, but that seemed like 300 silver sounds like a lot of money. And I don't think he got a lot of money. 30 silver sounds more right.
Yeah, 300's a lot.
Yeah, that would have been like,
I guess back in the day.
Worth it. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Sorry, Jesus.
30 pieces of silver. But it was all meant to be, though. You know what I'm saying? He knew he was going to do that shit.
Oh, totally.
Yo, yeah, it gets wild out here.
Yeah, one of the takeaways from that is like people will betray you. It's like people will, like, that is part of life. It's like there's going to be people in the clique that for whatever reason, insecurity, I don't know what it is.
The fear of not having enough or wanting to be safe, security.
My brain visualizes like their spirit's like not still. There's like a finickiness to it. And then they're like, ah.
Yeah, and they break.
Yeah. And that's just like, you can't hate. Jesus washed that guy's feet and kissed him on the head. Like, knew it was going to happen, still let him eat with them,
Yeah, he knew it was going to happen. You getting some Passover stuff?
Yes. So, Passover is major Jewish holiday that commemorates the liberation of the Israelites from slavery in Egypt, described in the book of Exodus. It represents the freedom from slavery. It celebrates God's deliverance of the Israelites after 400 years of bondage under Pharaoh. The 10th plague and the passing over. The name Passover comes from the final plague God sent to Egypt, the death of the firstborn. God instructed the Israelites to mark their doorposts with lamb's blood. And when the angel of death saw the mark, it passed over those homes, sparing them. And then it like affirms God's faithfulness to his people and his power to rescue people. It was like, yo, God killed all of those. The angel of death killed all of the people that didn't do that thing that
the firstborn.
Yeah, all the like, and then all the people that put the blood of their fattest lamb over, none of their firstborns died, and it was like probably like stark, like, oh shit, God's real, dog.
That's crazy to think about.
Yeah, right.
Shee. Okay, so Palm Sunday was the correct answer. Passover was what my mom went to. I knew it was a P something. All right, number 3, trivia. What Jewish holiday was Jesus celebrating at the Last Supper?
What Jewish holiday at the Last Supper? Passover?
Yeah.
Let's go! Let's go, dude! Oh my gosh, if we would have won Who Wants to Win a Millionaire like that, I would be like jumping up and down, bro.
Let's go!
Yeah, I didn't know that was the answer. That was clutch.
Me neither. Nice. Okay, let's see. What animal is traditionally associated with Easter? The bunny, right?
The donkey.
Donkey?
I just think donkey because that's what he wrote in on.
Easter bunny is like the thing.
You're right.
But I have no idea. Let's find out. Number 4. The rabbit or bunny.
Totally.
And where the hell did that come from? He wrote it on a donkey. How'd the bunny get introduced?
That sounds like
Do bunnies lay eggs?
Americanized shit.
No, right?
I don't even think they do.
I don't think so. I think bunnies just be fucking.
No, you're right.
Fucking
dude.
like a rabbit. That's a saying, right?
Yeah, totally.
They make a whole bunch of babies. I'm pretty sure they have they're mammals, so they have regular birth. Snakes lay eggs.
They don't even have a lot of babies. They just fuck a lot. No, I don't know. They probably do have a lot of baby rabbits, but why does Easter use a rabbit?
Yeah, why do rabbits are associated with eggs? I think the eggs are supposed to be like a representative or symbolic of fertility. I'm not even sure why that got associated with Easter at all. Like, Jesus died and he came back. Where the bunnies at?
I don't know.
That bunny got eggs on him. Let's hide those eggs.
I think like an egg represents new life.
Yeah, for sure.
But then that's why I thought that
women have eggs.
Right. So that's why I was thinking the Easter egg was like we all got new life.
Okay.
When Jesus died.
Okay, I'm with that.
That's where my head was.
I can see that.
I don't know if that's true or not.
We'll connect that dot.
That was yeah, totally.
I'm here for it.
Oh, Easter bunny comes. I was gonna say that sounds like some pagan shit, but then I held back. But it literally says it's a pagan fertility symbolism. Mm-hmm. The rabbit was a symbol of fertility and new life in ancient pagan festivals, especially ones tied to springtime. Rabbits reproduce rapidly, so they became symbols of birth, rebirth, renewal.
Fucking like a bunny.
Fertility. You were right on the fucking money, dog. Estor, the spring goddess, legend says she had a sacred hare as her animal symbol.
Okay.
It's funny. Have you seen the South Park where it's like the secret society with like their bunny? Their bunny is like their deity.
I don't think so.
And then there's like a omnipotent, omniscient bunny that like talks to like the Freemasons. Basically, is like what they're like making fun of.
Okay.
It's a fucking stupid episode. It's really funny though. South Park was a good show.
South Park's got some bangers on it, dude. Some bangers.
Man, I don't like. It's so weird. It's the Easter bunny comes from pagan spring traditions, ... which eventually blended into the celebration of Jesus' resurrection during Easter. I'm like, why?
It just says eventually blended in.
Chat-GPT was like, do you want a one-liner or metaphor tying the Easter bunny into something deeper for a song or for a bar?
It knows you, dog.
I'm a dog. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. That seems like some weird Illuminati shit.
Or it doesn't. I don't see how the new life thing makes sense. I could see that, and I guess bunnies are a symbol for life and reproduction, fertility, new life. Okay. We'll leave it at that, I guess. But I guess we just blended the two, and then we hide eggs and shit.
I think there was that thing where we separated school and religion, and so I think maybe Easter eggs were like
Church or state.
Church, yeah. So they were like, we want to celebrate Easter in the state, but we can't really celebrate Jesus. So let's just make it like eggs and fun rabbit stuff.
Candy.
I don't like that.
That's all right.
That's okay. We'll keep moving
on.
We're
here for it.
I don't have to be a bitter bunny.
Easter bunny. Number 5. How many days did Jesus appear to his followers after the resurrection before ascending to heaven? So I guess it's asking, how long was he here after he got resurrected? How long did he stay around? I'm not 100% sure.
I think the answer is 3. I think it's
3
asking,
days.
It's asking us like he died, and then 3 days later the tomb rolled away.
I think it's asking he
How long did he hang
died
out?
and then he came back, and then how long did he stay after he came back in the resurrected body? How long did he stay around for?
I thought it was like briefly.
Like a day?
Yeah, that's what I think. I thought
I want to say a week. I don't know why, but a week's coming to my mind.
Because the story is like Mary goes to the tomb because she's like lamenting. She's not over it.
No, yeah.
And then she sees someone that she thinks is a gardener. And then like he's like, Mary, like I know you. And then she's like,
drops.
Oh my God,
drops.
And then I don't know what happens in between, but then like a lot of the disciples were like holed up in a house because they thought that like they were going to be persecuted next.
Mm-hmm.
So like they were like, we're going to die. We can't be out in public. So they were like behind a bunch of locked doors. And then Jesus like presented himself to them in that room. And then, cause I guess it's like John and Andrew or Mark are like running to go see Jesus. Cause like Mary's like, Jesus was back. The tomb's been moved. And then they like run over there. And then they try to tell them back at the house. And that's when Thomas is like, I don't believe it till I see it. And then Jesus is like, you want to touch it, bro?
Yeah, right.
And then he's like, get out from this house, bro. Like, I didn't teach you all this stuff so that you could be behind a locked door. Like, y'all got to get out. Mm-hmm. And I thought he left after that. So, I don't know. My answer, I guess, is a day. I could be wrong.
I'm saying a week. So, let's see. How many days? Number 5. 40 days.
He hung out for 40 days?
40 days.
He was chilling with the boys?
Over a month, dog.
That's kind of hard. That's
He's
cool.
like, yeah, I'm back in this bitch, dog.
Dude, what?
Yeah, that's a long time. That's a long time.
Does it give, like, more description about that?
No, it says 40 days. I'm sure we could harp on it. I know it definitely talks about it in the Bible, I'm sure.
I think that's a little known fact.
Dang, so yeah, he was chilling after he died and came back, and he was back for over a month. Probably, yeah, telling people, like, hey, man, yeah, I did that shit. I wasn't capping. I wasn't capping about any of it.
Why would people... That's so crazy, because people are like, nah, man, someone else rolled away the tomb. It wasn't Jesus. He was like chilling, bro. You want to go see Jesus? You guys didn't do anything to him.
He's in town.
Yeah, right?
He's performing.
Yeah, he's at the Mark tonight, dude.
He's going off at the Aztec. Yo, yeah, that's a long time, dude. Sheesh. That's the same amount of time that he was in the desert. Being, I guess 40 days is another common like time frame, time trope that's presented and represented throughout the Bible.
Yeah, it's presented a lot. 40 days after the resurrection, he appeared to his disciples, showed himself to Mary, 11 disciples, and over 500 people. He proved he was alive by letting them see his wounds and even eating food with them. He taught about the kingdom of God, spent time teaching and explaining the scriptures, showing how everything written about him in the Old Testament was fulfilled, focused on preparing his followers for the mission ahead. He gave the Great Commission. Right before ascending, he told his disciples to go and make disciples of all nations. This is known as the Great Commission, the foundation of Christian evangelism. Restored and empowered his followers. He restored Peter after his denial, gave him leadership responsibility, told them to wait for the Holy Spirit, which would come 10 days after he left. Then he ascended into heaven. Jesus took his disciples to the Mount of Olives, blessed them, and then ascended into heaven.
Yo.
I don't even know.
That's bananas.
I didn't even know that.
That's a long time.
That's really hard. He's like, things will feel different in 5 days, bro. Holy Spirit's coming down for y'all.
Yeah, you got 10 days, you're going to be lit.
yeah, right. That's cool, too. Yeah, the Holy Spirit's like the hardest animating force, I think, for all of us.
The spirit of truth, bro.
Oh, man.
It's the spirit of truth. I remember thinking about, like, the spirit. I think I'd used that phraseology in one of our podcasts many moon ago, like fucking probably 20, 30, 40 episodes ago. And I was just, like, addressing or using that phrase to point to the idea of like the thing that embodies us or the thing that allows you to discern truth from non-truth or like fact from fiction, or it's like, oh, that's bullshit, or like you can know it, you know what I'm saying? But it's like that's like a biblical term. It's like what they refer to the Holy Spirit as. It's like the little helper, spirit of truth, the Holy Spirit. So those are like all synonyms for the same thing. Huh. It's like, oh shit.
I wouldn't call it the little helper. That's a big help. That's a big help.
That's a big spot.
That's a big spot, dog. You ever feel that woo? Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. I live for the woo.
Yeah. Long live the woo.
Yeah. But anyways, how do you define the Holy Spirit? It's like when you're in a conversation with something you're passionate about, and you know that what they're presenting isn't correct, and you're like, no, that's not right, and you're like, it's not right.
It doesn't feel right.
No, it's like this with the, and you get like amped up. Yeah, you're like, no, I know right now, I know. Hold on, pause, I know. Like I think that's the Holy Spirit.
Yeah,
or when you're like, I don't want to. Should I go to church today? It's like, and you feel like the wave, like this feeling of like that's the right thing to do. Like let me do the right thing to do. I need to do that. It's important. I feel it right now. I think that's like the Holy Spirit, like flowing through you, you know?
Yeah.
Or like you listen to a good song and you start crying. You're like, why am I crying? It's so good. That's like the Holy Spirit working on you, you know?
Yeah, you can feel it. It's a feeling thing.
Totally.
Dude, yeah, I fucking love it. Okay, we got number 6. What flower is most associated with Easter? I have no idea. No idea. What flower is most associated with Easter?
I want to guess like a white flower. I don't know why.
Like a lily or like a daisy?
Daisy came to mind. Daisy did come. That was probably my number one answer for my gut.
I have no idea. I couldn't even guess.
Because like the red flower is the ones associated with Christmas.
Yeah, like the carnations, is that what's called? Some shit?
Chrysanthemums? No.
Yeah, something like that.
Something with a C, I think. But no, I don't know.
Daisy's the guess. Number 6, Easter lily. Oh, lily. I said lily first.
Said lily. You were there.
I had no idea.
You were there. Your gut knew.
The gut knew what it was. Number 7, what Roman governor sentenced Jesus to be crucified?
Have you ever played Dante's Inferno? There's an opportunity to forgive this guy or condemn him to hell pretty early on in the game.
Really?
Because it's like, I think because you're traveling through the 7 layers of hell in this game to go save your loved one, your spouse. And then like in the first layer of hell, he's there. And then it's like you can condemn him to hell or you can absolve his spirit. I think it's Pontius Pilate.
Yeah, Pilate. Number 7, Pontius Pilate. Boom. Cash money.
Yeah, I think maybe he knew he was wrong after he did it. I think maybe he said like,
probably
we shouldn't have done that. Fuck, dude. And I think that's why he was like in the first layer of hell.
I think he was kind of hesitant initially, you know, saying he's like, why y'all bring this guy to me at all? Like, what did he do? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if we're capping. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it's like part of the dialogue whenever he like first gets presented to him. He's like, so you're like the king of the Jews or whatever? He's like, that's what they call me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he never really claimed. He's like, I never claimed to be like a revolutionary king. I'm not coming to take power from the Romans. It's like, the Father sent me. These people follow me. They're crying Hosanna. Like, I'm God, dog. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm on trial for being him. I guess I'm him. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do about that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm not trying to. That's why he rode in on a donkey, because like, if he would have rode in on a horse, that would have been like more of a symbol of like a true revolution.
Yeah, or like trying to proclaim authority or have some sort of
like, I'm gonna come in and overthrow you, more or less.
Yeah.
And instead, when he rode a donkey is like
a war horse,
a peace symbol compared to a horse. He's like, I'm not coming to like.
Much less threatening.
You. Yeah, totally.
Much more chill.
Yeah, I think like during the time that was like when there was a new king to come into the city, like those were the two options, were to ride in on a horse or a donkey. It was like not even just like, oh, I brought a peaceful animal. It was like literally a symbol of like, I'm not trying to overthrow you guys.
It's like the white flag.
Yeah, totally.
Or like at least the idea of knowing what that means. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But then there was a prophecy that like the king of all kings would come in on a donkey.
Yeah.
And they were like, if you come in on that donkey, those people screaming Hosanna, they're going to be like, that's the Messiah. And that's not good for you. If they start screaming, that's the Messiah. Like if they lose their mind and you fulfill their prophecy, it's like, bro, they're going to kill you for sure. And he's like, we're going in, dog. I don't know what to tell you.
Donkey.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard.
Let's ride out. Okay, this one seems like a softball. What sweet treat is shaped like a bird and often found in Easter baskets? I think we talked about it earlier. The peeps.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh, it's a peep.
That's my guess, the peep. Number 8, marshmallow peep. Yes, sir. They're not just limited to the bird shape. I've seen peeps in the shape of other stuff too, right?
Yeah, most of the time they're like the little ducks.
Yeah, right.
Little birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's there's like yellow, blue, and pink.
That's why they call them peeps.
Little peeps.
Peep peep.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Little tweets.
Yeah.
Should be called tweets, not peeps.
Right? Would you like a tweet treat? It's probably some kind of copyright infringement.
Hello, sweet treat. Number 9. What is the name of the hill where Jesus was crucified? Calvary?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Number 9, also called Calvary.
The old rugged cross.
It's Golgotha.
Golgotha.
Golgotha. Golgotha.
Golgotha sounds hard.
Golgotha, also called Calvary. Number 9. Okay, number 10. What is the traditional name for the day Jesus was crucified?
Black Friday. I'm happy we brought it up.
Is it Good Friday or Black Friday?
I call it Black Friday. It's probably Good Friday, right?
That's Thanksgiving, right?
I call it Black Friday. That's the sky turned black.
That's when the sky turned dark.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see what Chat-GPT says. Good Friday.
That was not a good Friday.
That was not
a good fucking Friday. Okay?
Not a good day.
Dude, I get and God might be like, Matthew, you were kind of silly for this when I get to heaven.
Okay.
But I get fucking turned on Black Friday. Good Friday. We'll call it Good Friday. Fine.
Friday.
For the sake of the pod. Yeah, because I've been thinking about it.
Uh-huh.
Like, there's something in my spirit that just goes full Michael Jordan mode. Like, you guys today, you people,
Y'all.
fucking regs.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys fucking got real excited while you beat the crap out of my Savior, put a blindfold on him, slapped him around and said, hey, if you're really a prophet, who just slapped you? Fucking gave him literally black eyes so he couldn't see, cracked his ribs, fed him poison wine, broke his shoulders, let blood fill his lungs, and laughed while he died on a cross.
He gambled away his garments.
Bro, that shit turns me to another mode.
It's Michael Jordan mode, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop 60 on y'all.
Yeah, there was a coach one time that was like, we had a rivalry in high school. It's this school called Lago Vista. Like most rivalries.
Football, basketball?
Football rivalry.
Heard.
We played them in basketball.
Texas football, high school rivalries. God damn, son. That's Friday. They make a whole series about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you're looking for a rival, like you want to feel that stereotypical, archetypical feeling.
Uh-huh.
But there was I guess 4 years prior to me being in high school, they came to our school and put on, I guess we had them get ready in a gym, which is not normal. Usually they get some kind of locker room, I guess.
For a football game?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we had them get ready in a gym. And it was a new gym at that time. And then they put on their football cleats and stomped around
Fucked
on
the
our
floors up.
Fucked them up on purpose.
Yeah.
And then I think we came back and did something gnarly to them. Peed in the locker, I think.
Just shit everywhere in the locker room.
Destroyed their locker room basically for a fuck you for destroying our basketball court.
Yeah.
Left it a complete mess.
The basketball players are like, yo, we're catching strays, bro. We're not even playing right now.
Right. And then they came back the following year with spray paint and spray painted some of our buses, the football buses.
That's vandalism.
Totally, right?
What the fuck?
Almost got legally involved and shit like that. It was a whole thing.
For sure.
And then they were really hey, you guys got to fucking stop.
Not cool.
No more retaliation.
Not cool.
So then once it was you can't prank them anymore, there's no more we'll get in real trouble if we retaliate. It just became we're going to beat the shit out of these guys every time we see
do it
them.
on the field.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Yeah. So there was a lot of there's a dog pile and somebody would just dive in and hit someone in the stomach when the play was dead.
Oh.
Try to go through someone's face mask and hit him in the face.
Some doity players.
Dirty shit going on. So yeah, and then the other thing is Lago Vista was right next to Westlake. It was
Okay.
Florence was to Georgetown what Lago Vista was to Westlake, the small ancillary school next to a bigger town.
Yeah.
So they were all really rich kids, which made us hate them even more.
Fuck those
They're
guys.
fucking rich bastards. And so all that to say, one of the coaches was giving us a pep talk and was basically fuck those kids. They come in here, they don't think you're shit. They laugh about playing y'all all week. They don't take the practice seriously. They think they're going to come. They've got a sold out crowd for an away game at our place because they think it's a fucking party here in Florence. You get out of this locker room and you hit someone in the fucking mouth. You understand me? I don't care about you catching the ball, running your route right. I don't care about getting your block. If you're on kickoff, I don't care where the ball goes. You hit someone in the fucking mouth. Sorry, pardon my language.
Let's go, coach.
Yeah, bro, that was Luke's dad.
Yo, let's go, Mrs. McNeil.
Yeah, and that is how I feel on Good Friday. Obviously I'm not gonna go hit someone in the mouth, but when we're at work, I've been in the service industry for the last 7 years. Let's say, for instance, there's a particular regular who is incredibly annoying and none of us like. It's my version of that now is I'm going to break out of the huddle. I'm going to walk out onto the floor. I'm going to walk straight to that guy. Be like, hello, Mr. Johnson. How are you doing this evening? Really great to see you. You're looking sharp tonight, man. What are we celebrating? Friday night? Finally made it through the week? I know you're probably taking work home with you. You got to find a break sometime, man. What are we doing? Regular olive, blue cheese olives in the martini tonight? I'm giving them Michael Jordan level best performance that I possibly can.
Just smother them with hospitality.
Just so much, bro. Like, I'm going to leave it all on the field. I'm not going to skip a single corner. I'm not going to, like, sometimes on the there's moments where you could just, like, not do all the work.
Shortcut.
Just shortcut, because it's like the opportunity presents itself. I'm like, nope. I'm going fucking off tonight. You are getting every bit of me tonight.
Yeah.
And it's just charged up by, like, the fact that I'm pissed off that they, why? Here's my thing.
Okay. Give it to us.
I don't know how many people there were in Germany. This isn't my idea. This is Jordan Peterson idea.
Okay.
But let's say like 1940s, you were born in Germany, you grew up, you're 20 years old. That was a large chunk of population of people. Okay, but like, do you think that you would have been a Nazi soldier?
No. That should be the answer that everyone gives.
Pretty much everybody does.
Of course.
Damn near everyone says, no, not me.
I would never do that.
Okay, but like 20 million people were. So it's
lots. They had a whole bunch.
Right. My phone's dying. Otherwise, that's worth looking up. How many Nazi soldiers were there? Is my phone dying or was it just being slow? No, it's dying. Okay, but they had a large army, right? Tons of SS soldiers, like big enough to like almost beat us in the war. But none of us think we would be Nazi soldiers. But there were people living in Germany that like just more or less went with the flow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like the way people go.
Yeah, they were enlisting soldiers. I think some people, they had Hitler youth camps. Sometimes you literally grew up in a Hitler youth camp. It's like you literally didn't know anything different, right? But there are a certain percentage of people that would have said and did say, like, I'm not doing this.
Of course.
Like, I'm in a concentration camp. I'm literally torturing people. Like, I don't want to do this. And you would have to risk your life to not do that. But I aspire to be one of the people that would have said, fuck this, dude. I'll go anywhere else.
You don't have to kill me. I'm going to run away. Fuck this.
Yeah. There was, like, Switzerland was kind of safe, but I think they ended up invading Switzerland. But for a while, it was like a peace country. It was like a non-war country. There were, like, places you could try to go. Okay. But, like, those people that were crucifying Jesus are the same in my mind as the Nazi soldiers. It's like, just fucking sheep. It's like, that's the problem with being a sheep is you could end up doing something like fucking horrible and heinous and be like, yeah, fucking let's go.
Yeah.
It's like, that shit like
the psyops we're talking about with that one guy on Rogan.
Right. Yeah, you got to be able to like think for yourself. You got to stand for something or you fall for anything. You got to like, I don't know what it would have taken to say this is wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But geez Louise.
Yeah, Jordan Peterson points to a book that like highlights that fact. I think it's called A Few Good Men.
Really?
Or something like that. But yeah, it was like the same exact premise that you kind of gave. Like just ordinary young adults, early 20s, mid 20s type of men that were like in law enforcement at the time, and then they go from being like regular cops to like capital punishment. It's like executing people, like killing women, like all types of shit. It's like just like the slow escalation like that and pushing that envelope or getting pushed and being allowing yourself to be pushed like that.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like what the premise of the book's about.
Yeah.
It's like, shee. But yeah, fuck those guys. We're going off on Friday this week.
Going crazy, dog. Going crazy. I'll probably wear a black tie, all black affair. You guys are getting the best and the worst of me at the same time.
Yo,
like
that's hard.
Something that tweaks me out about because I visualize people cheering and being like happy it was happening. And I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? Anyways, that's one of the complicated nuances of Easter.
Black Friday.
Yeah, for real. You guys killed Jesus, man, and you were happy about it. That's insane to me.
Yeah, but it needed to be done, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's unavoidable.
It was all preordained.
Or it was definitely going to happen. I guess
that's why he came.
Yeah. I guess it needed to be done, actually.
But yeah, I feel you 100%. 100%.
Shit tweaks me out. I don't like that. I work out really hard on that day too.
Yeah, we're gonna go nuts on Friday.
Yeah, fuck yeah. We work out together. Just go fucking insane.
Fuck them.
Yeah, dude. Leave it all out there. And then I feel like Saturday's a really empty day. Maybe it's just in my spirit. But in that day, it was like...
It's over.
Yeah,
we lost.
And they knew they killed the Son of God too because the sky turned black. And people felt it in their hearts. And they were like, oh, what have we done? You know? Jesus is like, they know not what they do. Well, then they knew what they did after that.
They got a good hint.
And then it was like Saturday happens and then everyone just had to sit with that.
Yeah.
That had to suck.
Because it was whole day.
Yep, 24.
24 of them.
Just like, fuck, dude.
And they had no idea they would come back the next day.
Nah.
No idea.
Well, no. Was it prophesized? Alluded to, perhaps? I
think so.
I don't think the disciples knew. I don't think Mary knew.
No.
And they were the closest ones.
I don't think so at all. Definitely not to the degree of like, don't worry, he's coming back. Like, definitely not like that.
No.
They were just lost.
Not at all.
At that point, they were lost. They lost the boy. Everything that they were following. Like, they quit their jobs for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They left everything behind to like follow this guy. Then he gets killed and you're like, oh, well, now what do we do? Like, shit. Like, you're just stuck in that hopelessness
Yeah.
for a whole day.
Yeah. So that day always feels weird to me too.
Yeah.
So this is the day where there was no Jesus, because he
Done.
and a lot of superstitions. I think in the Methodist church where I grew up, we say like he went to hell and like told the devil like,
Fuck off.
I'm coming for you, dog. We're gonna have a war for Earth on my time when I'm ready. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna fucking duel it out and you're gonna lose, dog. And devil was like, oh shit, oh shit, dog. And then he like ascended back up to Earth and then he went to heaven. I don't know if all religions believe that he went down to hell to go talk his shit.
On that Saturday?
Yeah.
The day after or whatever?
Or like, yeah, maybe
I've heard that before too.
Yeah. Because it's in like when we take communion, it's like, I believe in Jesus Christ who was crucified, dead, buried, descended into hell, came back to earth, and then ascended into heaven. We say that like every time we take communion.
Okay.
But I don't know if the Catholics believe that per se.
Yeah, or if it's all religious or Christianity branches that have that same belief.
Right. But yeah, that's a hollow Saturday for real.
Yeah.
So I feel like the whole weekend's like Sunday's awesome.
Sunday's the one.
Sunday's a fiesta.
Yeah.
But Friday sucks and Saturday sucks. Because it was the one day without Jesus. Because it's like, there was God. And then God, like, and even like Moses times, like God made everything. And there was like, God was like working through people. So there was some presence of like God on the earth, right? Mm-hmm. And then Jesus was born. And then Jesus gets crucified. But then on that Saturday, I don't know if God was talking to anybody. I think he let it marinate.
Yeah, right.
It was like, you feel that, guys? You feel that fucking emptiness that would be without all of this? So yeah, I think that's got to be one of the weirdest days of the year, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm sure God is with us now because it's like that already happened. Mm-hmm. But like symbolically, that day represents the one day when Jesus was like gone. And I think God didn't really talk to the people that much. I don't think he made his presence known like that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely not.
So anyway, that's enough harping on that. But I think there's something to be said for that's why Easter's so spectacular and phenomenal. It was like a great tragedy for a minute there.
Yeah.
Like, were you sad when Harry Potter died? This was like that times 100.
Facts.
Right. So yeah, you have more trivia?
Yeah, we got 10 more. We'll run through them real quick. What food is often eaten to break the fast on Easter Sunday? I have no idea. Fish? No, I have no idea. What food is often bread? Reese's eggs?
For me, for sure.
For me, Reese's Easter egg candies. That's facts. I couldn't even guess.
If I had to guess, I would say lamb.
Number 10, eggs. Or sometimes lamb.
Hey,
let's go. The lamb.
Yeah,
that's a good one. That's a good one.
And then also they were eating fish or like
or sometimes lamb or ham, depending on culture.
Because you're only supposed to eat fish allegedly
on Fridays or whatever.
Yeah,
not supposed to eat meat during that time.
Right. And then that would be officially over on that Sunday, so you could eat lamb again.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I like that. Good fucking poll, bro. 12. What do the eggs symbolize in Easter tradition? I think we talked about this a little bit earlier, like fertility, right?
Yeah, new day. I don't know.
New life, fertility. That's what we're guessing. Number 12, new life or resurrection. Boom.
Let's go. Got him.
Fucking got him. Who was the first person to see Jesus after his resurrection?
Mary, for sure.
Number 13, Mary Magdalene. Bang.
Yeah.
We talked about this. We're hitting all these things a little earlier.
Crush.
What is the 40-day period before Easter called?
Lent, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about that last episode. Lent. Got him. This is murder. Murder squad. What type of meat?
Wait, when does Lent start?
Ash Wednesday, I guess is what's
what happened on that day?
I don't know.
Was it like the start of? It's like Jesus was like, all right, we're gonna go do this thing now. That's what my brain wants to say. Is like he was like, all right, we're gonna go travel to this town and this town, and like maybe he like laid the plan out, and then the end of that plan was him getting crucified, and he knew that, but they didn't know that.
Yeah. So what was this?
What does Ash Wednesday symbolize? Why do we celebrate Ash Wednesday? My phone was fully charged this morning, and I'm trying to think what I even did. Like, I literally had it at 100% when I woke up. I think just my battery's cooked. It's an iPhone 11.
It's seen some stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
What does Ash Wednesday represent? Or what is the significance
in the meantime
of the 40 days?
I was watching Jeopardy in the gym, and then I was like, Jeopardy is cool because it pops the question up with subtitles. Like, it's like I don't have to be listening to Jeopardy to see the question. I do have to be listening to Jeopardy to hear the answer, but you can see the question because it just like pops it up, blue screen, white letters.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's probably for really old people.
This is real big text.
What's the question?
Yeah, I don't know the significance of the 40 days before Easter. Molded after Jesus' 40-day fast. Jesus fasted and was tempted in the wilderness for 40 days before beginning his public ministry. So I guess it's a kind of a mirror of that. Lent mirrors this time of self-denial, prayer, and spiritual focus. So I guess it's just a mirror of that. I guess maybe Lent didn't be... I guess Easter came before Lent. That wasn't like a time before.
Huh. Well, Jesus, he was in the desert for 40 days, like relatively before he went to the cross. It's like, I think it's within like a few months. Because we talked about that in church like a few months ago. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess, I think it just came afterwards.
That's a question for my dad.
Yeah, the start of Lent just kicks off a 40-day season of Lent, not counting Sundays. Interesting. Yeah, maybe it's just like a shout out or like a throwback. It's like, he came back, so now 40 days before he comes back, let's do something. Let's sacrifice and
every Friday
let's get in there.
We'll just eat fish because I feel real. Black Friday was terrible. Good Friday was terrible.
Okay, so that was 40-day period. Got it. What type of meat is traditionally served for Easter dinner in many cultures? I think we talked about that a little earlier.
Easter dinner?
Yeah.
It's not turkey.
Ham, typically, I would think.
Yeah, probably ham.
Typically ham.
Because you're probably fasting from ham during...
Because we're going on ham. So it's 15. 15 is ham or lamb.
Nice.
Boom. What popular Easter candy is known for its cream-filled chocolate shell? What?
Is it Reese's egg?
Like a...
No, oh, I know this. It's
the Cadbury?
Yeah, that's it.
There
Nice,
it is.
Nice.
Cadbury.
Those aren't good.
Cadbury cream egg. Let's go. Yeah, they're mid. They're mid.
My mom was always like, they're good. I'm like, no, they're not, Mom.
They're mid. What is the name of the Sunday that celebrates Jesus' resurrection? Easter? Easter Sunday?
Yeah.
Right?
This is for 5-year-olds?
Easter Sunday. This is for elementary school kids. Jesus, come on now.
It's a good blend.
Yeah. How many Gospels in the Bible describe the resurrection of Jesus?
My guess is 4 or 14.
At least 4. Maybe 7. That's like another holy... Well, is this including Old Testament stuff too, maybe? Like the illusion?
Prophecies?
The illusion of the prophecy of the resurrection?
I don't know why the number 4 sticks in my head.
4 for sure. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John for sure. They definitely all talk about that shit because they were there. I would guess 7 because that's just like a commonly reoccurring
4,
like holy number.
14, 7, or 17. It's one of those 4.
All right, I'm gonna say 7. You say what? 4?
I'm going with 14. I don't know.
14?
My gut says 14. I think I saw it somewhere.
How many Gospels? Number 18. 4.
It's 4. Okay. Cool.
Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
Totally. They were there.
That makes sense. Okay, what bread, often eaten during Easter, is marked with a cross on top?
The unleavened bread. I think there's another name for unleavened bread.
Is that like the kind of cracker that you have for communion and stuff at church?
Yeah, because it's like
a brioche.
That's a good culinary
I've
joke.
seen brioche. They have like the little crosshatch in it.
Yeah, it's because
I think they're talking about something else.
There's one time when Jesus says that yeast represents the worldly ways, and then he broke unleavened bread and was like, "Be like this bread." It's like bread that doesn't have yeast in it.
Hot cross buns.
I think it's trying to allude to.
I thought that was a song. Yeah. I thought that was a little thing you played on the recorder.
That was Jesus leaking into our lives at a young age. I got some hot cross buns and you don't want some, and the crosswalk on and Jesus walking on me. I don't know. I gotta work on that one.
We'll remix that one.
Yeah. And he got the job done, but it's hot cross buns.
Would have never guessed that. Okay. Last one.
Put my faith into the sun. Come on.
In which city was Jesus crucified? I don't know. I know it was Calvary or whatever. That's the place.
What's the city that he entered on Palm Sunday, where they laid down the palms?
In which city was Jesus crucified?
It had to be the capital. Was it Rome?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
That's across the world. This would be in like Israel. It would be in Egypt.
What city?
And come on, man. What city is Calvary in?
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Fudge Nuggets. It's not coming to me.
I don't even have a guess. We're
gonna know what it is as you say it.
That's the last one. Number 20. Jerusalem.
Jerusalem. Okay, yeah. Which is in Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally. Jerusalem.
Nice. So that's some Easter trivia for y'all. Easter trivia.
Totally. I feel like we let Pastor Ed down, not knowing it was in Jerusalem. I'm sorry.
We got Calvary.
Yeah. I know the hymns.
We got a lot of it.
Yeah, we crushed.
Not bad. Not bad. But yeah, happy Easter, y'all. Happy Easter. Happy Grand Rising, man. Made it through. 40 days of Lent, not including Sundays. Because, yeah, it's longer than that. It was like March 5th is whenever we started the Ash Wednesday fast. So now it's going to be 420, from March 5th to 420.
Yeah, I guess we're going to take Sundays off.
That's a long time.
Man,
That's a long time.
I don't skip reps, dog.
No, yeah, we go all the way in.
Even if I got a rest pause, I'm not skipping that rep.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And then our church doesn't do an Easter fast, but they do
the 21 days of prayer and fasting.
On like
in January.
January 1st? Or...
Yeah, it's like January. It's like the first Sunday in January is when they start it.
I think they do that in lieu of an Easter fast.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like fasting is important according to the Bible. And we follow the Bible pretty heavily. But they don't do a Lenten fast because maybe that's not actually in the Bible.
Yeah, maybe that's more Catholic. I'm not sure.
I think it's more of a Catholic tradition.
Right? I think so too.
But like Methodists, this guy John Wesleyan was a Catholic way back in the day. And then John Wesleyan was like, basically like, the Catholic people were not letting people learn how to read the scriptures because they wanted these like authoritarian figures to be like the people who told you what was
gatekeepers.
Up. Basically, yeah. And he's like, there should be no gatekeepers to the scriptures.
Yeah,
to, like,
come
God.
on now. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're crazy. And so he like, I think what he did was he like nailed like a really long letter to the door of one of the priests or authoritarians and was basically like, nah, cuz. And that might have been Martin Luther. Not Martin Luther King, but the first Martin Luther.
From Lutheranism?
Yeah. But that was like a big moment in time where people were like, hold on, like, I believe what you guys believe in, but I don't believe in the way you're doing it. So I'm going to like start my own like religion, but it's like the same thing you guys are doing. But with Methodist specifically, it was like aimed to stop gatekeepers. Anybody could take communion. There was no like, you have to be a member of the church.
Pre-qualifications to enter the Holy Spirit. Because
like to become a member of the Catholic Church it's kind of like a difficult thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like a schooling thing. You got to like graduate.
Right. And
more
so
or less.
They were like, nah, dog, anybody can come get communion.
Anytime.
You come to the altar, come pray to God. There's no like barrier to entry to God.
Yeah.
So then that's kind of why I
fucks with that.
Right. But because it was like almost like a direct, like he was Catholic and then just like
branched off.
Right. So then they still practice like a fast for Easter.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't have to be like fish specifically. It's like more like anything that you would want to fast from. Like the idea, people know what that idea is, but I think not all people do that, but the Methodists definitely do.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was thinking about that. Just some closing remarks here. I'm about to go pick up the little girl here in a sec.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about, on the drive up here, I was thinking about what we were talking about last time as far as like Lent or like fasting from something. And it's like, why would you do that? You know, you're just going to go back to it potentially, or like, you know, maybe you could reduce it or whatever, change your shit. But then I was thinking about that in regards of like, well, then why do you wash your body? Like, it's going to get dirty. Like, why do you clip your nails? Like, they're going to grow back. Like, why do you trim your hair? It's going to grow back. Like, why do any of that? Why clean your house? This is going to get dirty again. You know what I'm saying? Because this doesn't feel nice to be clean, bro. You know?
It does.
Something. I'm not sure how that metaphor translates exactly, but there's something there.
I'm with you.
Right.
We don't do things because they require upkeep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't just... It's just worth the effort. It's worth the something. For me, it's just worth... Jesus, like, how many times do you get to say, like, thank you to Jesus? Or, like, how many times are you asked to suffer because of Jesus' sacrifice? Like, never. You know what I'm saying?
And it's deeper than just saying thank you, or, like, just, like, professing it with your mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, like, people could say they're a Christian, or could say you can say whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? You can say whatever you want, but, like, there's... How you act is way more indicative of, like, your true beliefs.
Totally.
Versus anything.
Totally.
I got like a thought of like people are like, I don't believe in God, or it's like atheists, you know what I'm saying? I don't believe there's a God. It's like, well, I don't believe there's atheism. Like,
yeah, right.
Like prove it. Like prove it to me you don't believe in a God.
Right. That's
you can't. You can't.
Do you have morality, right? Like, do you believe that you should do good?
Like good things and bad things happen. Like facts.
Right. Do you think like if you act terrible your whole life that you'll have a good life? It's like you don't believe that. Well, why? Why not? It doesn't feel right. What is that feeling? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What are we talking about here? There's some kind of guiding force that would mean that if you live a good life, you'd have a good life. If you do terrible things, then you'll have a bad life.
Yeah.
Like, well, that's karma. I'm like, well, what does karma represent?
Right.
What's the meta story of karma? You know what I'm saying?
Where'd that come from?
Yeah. I think people don't know what they believe.
No, you can't. You act it out way more so than you could ever articulate it. It's deeper than your articulation. Where articulation
Truly.
is super like small relative to like the day to day. I think Jordan Peterson JBP talks about it in his book, the We He Wrestle with God book. He was talking about it's like people in science. I think he's talking about this with the Chris Williamson podcast he was on, Modern Wisdom.
Nice.
And he was like just talking about atheism and like people who are like scientifically driven. And it's like science is like a God thing. Like if we lose God, like we lose science, which is like kind of a weird like hand in hand sort of combination that we have here. But it's like because science is like the pursuit of objective truth, and like you claim like by being a scientist, you don't have to claim this, but like by being a scientist, you are acting out the idea that objective reality, there is a truth behind objective reality that we can understand and comprehend, and pursuing that is good, and to pursue it and tell the truth about it is good. And that to pursue it and you were to lie about your results is like bad. It's like, don't lie. It's like, where's that come from? You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah, totally. Good things happening to good people and bad things happening to bad people is like heresy. It's not real. Like even God was like, that's not true, dog. Or Jesus, was like, that's not true. But like just believing that you should do good things because it's the right thing to do, like baseline morality. It's like, what is that rooted from? Like, what are you pointing to when you think those things? Mm-hmm. Like when you tell the truth, what are you pointing to? Or when someone's like going through a difficult time and you want to like help them, it's like, what is that pointing to? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, that's pointing to God.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, you just don't have the connection to it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean you don't believe in it.
Can't quite conceptualize or articulate what's going on here. But something's going on here, y'all. Fight the good fight. Happy Easter.
Pursue first the kingdom of God.
Pursue it. Everything's coming unto you. It's all there. It's all here for a reason. All will be revealed. Don't worry about it. Just do your best. Aim high. Aim to the highest. Do your best to get there. And you'll be all right. Everything's going to be all right. You'll find out in the end.
This life's relatively short to eternal heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be over in a blink of an eye, bro.
We're only here for 80 years, 90 years if you're lucky.
Yeah, dude. Heaven's going to be lit.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. Either way, y'all. Peace, love, respect. Till the next time. We'll catch you on the flip. Peace.
Rolling through the city to the light show. Really ain't no telling where we might